Hey gang, Loudon Wainwright. I'm back in your town, here at the Albert Hall. Just like I pictured it, virtually. Anyway, hey, I'm back in your town. I'm walking around, crossing the street, unsure on my feet, carefully looking around, because I'm back in your town. Yes, and I'm back in this burg. Oh, haven't you heard? I better look to the right. A double-decker just might hit me when I step off the curb. I'm back in your burg. Yes, and I'm back in that place. Last time I left with hardly a trace. Now that I've returned, ask me what have I learned. Go ahead and take a look on my face. I'm back in that place. You leave someone behind and you think you won't mind it till you go back and find you still care. Yeah, you're back where you started, undermined and outsmarted by a feeling you thought wasn't there. It's still there. You know, I walked right past your house, feeling like a refugee in a Laos. You were at home, but you were not alone. You were there with your kids and your spouse. That's why I walked right past your house. Yes, and I'm feeling bereft. I'm feeling like I never even left. Everything's changed, but it's the same. It's still all here, but nothing is left. That's why I'm feeling bereft. You leave someone behind and you think you won't mind it till you go back and find you still care. Yeah, you're back where you started, undermined, outsmarted by a feeling you thought wasn't there. I'm back in your town. I'm walking around, crossing the street, unsure on my feet, carefully looking around. Oh, I'm back in your town. I'm back. Loudon Wainwright. I already told you my name. This is called The Special Relationship. I'm going to sing songs about me and you. Me being me and you being England. And more specifically London, where I've spent a lot of time, done a lot of shows, including a few at the Albert Hall. And so I thought I'd put a theme on this event, and The theme is the special relationship. Me in the UK. So here we go. Now, this is a good one coming up. It's in the same key. You'll be happy to hear that. In the mid-'80s, I was on the Jasper Carrot show. Remember that? Carrot Confidential on BBC Two. Singing topical songs every Saturday night for 10 million people. This song comes out of that. Everywhere I go in this town, people recognize me. Probably 'cause they see me singing these songs on TV. In the last few weeks I've found a gold mine of exposure. My career is taking off. I'm a celebrity. The guy I buy my grapefruit from smiles at me every morning. All the tellers at my bank are at my beck and call. And Harry owns the shop in town where I take my dry cleaning. I gave him my 8x10 to hang up on his wall. Pretty soon I'll be a name in each and every household. A lifelong dream is coming true. It's happening for me. On the street the people stare. I can hear them whisper, there he goes, there's what's his name. We saw him on TV. I try to be polite and friendly, down to earth and normal. So when I walk away they'll say, he's just like you and me. But there is a pressure and it's so hard to act natural when millions see you every week sing these songs on TV. The snooty waitress in the wine bar is acting pretty friendly, fending off these friendly females. It's pretty damn tricky. The 8x10s on Harry's wall, they're stars you all have heard of. Frankie Vaughan, the 3 Degrees, Chaz and Dave and me. All my life, all that I wanted was to be real famous. On a surname basis, with a lot of maitre d's. Yeah. I'm the talk and toast of this town. Listen to them murmur. There he goes, there's what's his name. We saw him on TV. I'd like to take the time right now to thank my old pal Jasper for hiring me to write and sing these great songs on TV. It's advertising for myself. I guess by now you've noticed almost all the songs I write somehow pertain to me. And if you want an autograph, I can understand that. I can be reached at this address. Pencils ready, here we go. What's his name? Care of Asgard, 125 Parkway, London, NW1. An 8x10 like Harry has will cost a little extra. They're in demand, they're growing fast, going fast. Sailor biz, you know, yeah. London is a lonely town, but I am never lonely. Everybody knows me here, it's clear and plain to see. Yesterday a guy walked up, he tapped me on the shoulder. He said, aren't you what's his name? I saw you on TV. He said I knew what's his name. I saw you on live TV. Harry's Wall. West End Lane. Well, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here because it's a pandemic. I've got that excuse. How do you like my my plague beard? Here's an oldie. Hey, I say let's lay off the poor Prince of Wales. He's living out the grimmest of fairy tales. I know he's loaded, yeah, he's got tons of pounds, but he can get down just like we do. Hey, I say let's lay off the head of the throne. Yeah, I say what the hell, let's leave him alone. He's got a hard enough job as it is, and you wouldn't want his job, now would you? Well, would you? I think that they just want him to just quit. Just 'cause him and his old lady, they split. Hey, I say let's lay off the guys next in line. And in the meanwhile, his old lady's just fine. She goes to galas, yeah, the gals in demand. I don't know how he stands it, I couldn't. He shouldn't. Hey, I say let's lay off the man who would be king. But all he gets to do is twiddle his ring. I guess one day his mom'll cough up that crown, but you can't pin her down now, well, can you? Can ya? Hey, I say let's lay off the poor Prince of Wales. It's called POW. It's the special relationship. I can cook a little, but it's not a lot to shout about. It's kind of mean cuisine, so I eat out. Yeah, they know me at the Greek and the Chink and the Itai and the Indian too. And they all say, here comes that sad American man again. What are we going to do? You can put me at the table in the corner in the back unless you got one in a telephone booth. I'm here and I'm alone again. It's sad, but it's the truth. No, I'm not expecting anyone. Is that beyond belief? Give me the menu, take away the candle, never mind the aperitif. They got a couple of couples, a trio and a foursome. They even got a party of 8. Oh, I'm getting that look. I wish I brought a book, or better yet, I wish I'd already ate. Oh, don't you know that's impolite? What's the matter with you people? Ha! You're telling jokes, you're holding hands, you're talking with your mouths full. Well, the waiter comes up and he asks me, how's it, sir? Is everything all right? The food's fine, but I feel like a fool, 'cause I'm eating alone tonight. Don't say I was here at all. What would all my loved ones say? I'll take a check, no sweet, no coffee, no after dinner drink. I can cook a little, but it's not a lot to shout about. It's kind of mean cuisine. I eat out. I eat out. Yeah. I think I've been to 2 restaurants in 5 months. God, I'm saving a lot of money. You gotta look for the silver lining in this thing. And I'm back at the Albert Hall, albeit virtually. Yes, there'll be lots of songs with featuring telephone technology, which is no longer happening. This song is called OGM. Remember that? Outgoing Message? The OGM on our machine began with "We're not here now," but you went and changed the "we" to "no one." Do you mean us or me? Your new outgoing voice sounds bright, brave and very clear now. In those seconds you recorded it, I guess that you felt free. I started out my message with a pause that I aborted. Then I addressed you oddly by your given Christian name, and I told you who was calling you. That felt downright sordid, but if I sounded sad and timid, I achieved my aim. There's a machine where I'm staying that displays a big fat 0. Last night I arrived to find a scary bright red 1. I pressed play and pretty soon I could feel all my fear go. The few silent seconds that you'd left me are erased and gone now. Tonight at last we finally spoke. You sounded rather giddy. You said you'd had a few drinks and you'd been playing with the cat. When I told you that I missed you, your reply to me was "really?" Then you said you might have found someone to share the flat. I said I'd call in a few days. You know I'll keep my promise. Yes, I miss you. Is it over? I don't really know. As for any messages, I'll try to keep 'em honest. And when I hear there's no one there, then I'll just scream, "Hello." OGM. You can keep my bicycle, all of my records and tapes. Might seem sentimental, sound like sour grapes. Sell my clothes and furniture, or give them to the Goodwill store. I'm going overseas, I'm not coming back anymore. Maybe it's a little romantic for a middle-aged man like me. I'm gonna be an expatriate, just you wait and see. Living in a garret in Paris, a houseboat in Amsterdam. Smoking a beer, growing a pipe, doing the best I can. Like go again, I'm gonna go to Tahiti. wait and see. Find a little brown-skinned girl to fall in love with me. Yodelay-tee-tee. For years and years you're gonna wonder just where I've gone. Maybe when I'm 80 years old I'll come back home. Won't be long now, baby. There'll be parades and ceremonies, retrospectives too. And that brown-skinned girl will be so sad I came back to you. You can keep my bicycle, all of my records and tapes. That's called Expatriate. The special relationship. Boy, here's one of the first things I ever wrote about being over there, or observing things over there, I guess you could say. East Indian princess lives in a western dream, happy like a child. Her mother is a queen. You know she's safe as a cow on a Calcutta street. This English way of life has got that other life beat. She's reading magazines. She sits in straight back chairs. She's got a Commonwealth. She's got a queen that cares. She's got meat on her bones. She doesn't starve at least. Not like the folks back home. Not like the folks back east. Yeah, but this Indian is English. No matter how hard she tries, you know the sorry and the sandals, that's just a bad disguise. She's got a mark on her forehead. She's got a stud in her nose. Yeah, this Indian is English. I'm afraid it shows, 'cause you can see her at Wimpy's. Yeah, on a movie queue line. Yeah, her river's not the Ganges. Yeah, there's a serpentine. Oh, East Indian princess. She's got the western pain. She's got the western mind. The girl is gone insane. Rock and roll. The Serpentine. This next one I was inspired by an incident that occurred in, I met this gal, a girl, young woman, young German woman in Hyde Park, in London, and I was trying to put the moves on her. I guess can you say that now? I don't know. I I was chatting her up. Let's use some old vernacular. We wound up going to the opera together. Cosi fan tutti. At the station you can meet her with that smile. You couldn't cheat her. A woman that kind is hard to find. It's good to take a girl in the not so very good world and walk in the park till it gets dark. Sometimes I feel ugly and old. Excuse me, baby, if I'm acting bold. My head gets hot, but my feet aren't cold. Excuse me, if you will. You take a breather on a bench, helps to build up the suspense. Then the two of you go to an opera show. If she's a woman, there's a chance that she maybe likes to dance. So you go to the hall. Yeah, you outstep them all. Don't make a hullabaloo, not the hoi polloi. I'll try any trick, I'll pull any ploy. I'm a used up 20th century boy. Excuse me, if you will. Takes you home to meet the folks, laughing at the father's jokes. Shall we watch TV? That's alright with me. Time to go, you're gonna miss her in the doorway. Try to kiss her. It tastes so good, like you hoped it would. If I was 16 again, I'd give my eye tooth. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm looking for my youth. I'm a little uncool, I'm a little uncouth. Excuse me, yeah, excuse me, if you will. At the station you can meet her with that smile. You couldn't cheat her, a woman that kind is hard to find. That song is called New Paint, of all things. Yeah, 1970 something. I told you I'd been in Albert Hall. First time I played there was probably a little bit before that. I wrote that. Probably around 1971. Maybe 70. 50 years ago. I opened a show at the Albert Hall for the Everly Brothers. And was booed off the stage. Not by Phil and Don, they were extremely cordial and nice, but by 7,000 drunken teddy boys and teddy girls who didn't want to hear a high-pitched American moan and groan about his life. They wanted to get on to the meat and the meat of the matter. Wake up little Susie and all I have to do is dream, and Kathy's clown, and yeah. So they booed me off the stage. The last time I was at the Albert Hall was last September when I was part of the Richard Thompson 70th birthday bash at the Albert Hall. Happy to say they didn't boot me off the stage. It was fun. Alright, this is called The Special Relationship. It's about me and you, here and there. Let's see, let's do another one. I wrote this again for the Jasper Carrot experience around about 1985. They were having this terrible winter weather in Europe, and so I wrote about all that. Things were fine in Norway, but in London it was it was colder than a witch's tit, colder than a polar bear's nose, colder than the shoulder of my old flame, colder than hell heaven knows. Not quite as cold as you think it is when the wind chill factors blow. But centigrade and Fahrenheit, it felt way below zero. The electric duvet was cranked way up to 10. The gas fire was on full blast. When I get the bills from both of those boards, I don't know if the money will last. I was fully clothed in my entire wardrobe, still couldn't feel my toes. Then the flat pipes burst, we had another first. The water in the toilet bowl froze. When the radio ordered me to stay at home, I obeyed though I was miffed. But the roads were ice, there was a ton of snow, and when the wind blows, snow will drift. I was brushing and flossing my chattering teeth. In the mirror I saw my breath. Half frozen watching the TV news, the other half of me was worried to death. Yeah, we got the helicopter rescues, freezing old ladies, and the choo-choo trains won't go. On the M4 there's a 5-mile tailback. Lorries jackknifing in the snow. It's summer down under in Australia. What gets under my skin? On the TV they show us suntan cricketers. They're just rubbing it in. And they're saying it's from Siberia, that communist Arctic zone. What we got is a Russian plot to make the world an ice cream cone. Whether we're gonna get a break, the weatherman will not say. I took my dog for a walk and she took a crap. You won't smell it until April or May. And the same thing happened here last year, but you don't want to know. In England, people walk around wearing raincoats and running shoes in the snow. You don't wear no hat or gloves. It don't make no sense. You still think with that silly umbrella you can conquer all of the elements. That was the coldest day on record, and the coldest week in memory. Was the coldest month and the coldest year on the coldest night in history. Don't ask me how cold it was, you don't want to know. In centigrade and Fahrenheit, it felt way below zero. I'm talking centigrade and Fahrenheit, it felt way below zero. You don't want to know. Hey, we're in the home stretch. I got just a few more to do for you here. This song is called The Home Stretch. You know, I used to tour over there all the time in England and Europe and overseas for weeks and weeks on end. When I was young and strong, I could do that. And but man, I used to get really tired. And this song is about that. The home stretch. If the day off doesn't get you, then the bad reviewer does. At least you've been a has-been and not just a never was. And you know it's not a mountain, but no molehill is this big. And you promise to quit drinking as you light another cig. Once again you're in the home stretch, but you're not sure where you live. You recall a small apartment and a government you give large amounts of money too, so you're allowed to stay and rest until you're well enough to leave again and play. You are making human contact with the postcards that you send to the children of your ex-wives and a woman, your girlfriend, who's living in a city thousands of miles away, that is full of young male models, not all of whom are gay. And meanwhile you stop writing songs, there's nothing left to say. You'd like to get your old job back and mow lawns again one day, but keep lifting up your left leg, sticking out your tongue. There's nothing else that you can do, and you're too old to die young. Not much to declare zones, London broils and tuna melts on dirty microphones. The sound man's fallen fast asleep, the light man's been up for days. The club owner and arithmetic have long since parted ways. As for your lovely audience tonight, they're rather cold. Yeah, but they're prepared to listen. All they have to be is told. If the day off doesn't get you, then a bad reviewer does. At least you've been a has-been, yeah, not just a never was. Here's another song with some outdated telephone technology in it. I'm in the old world, you're in the new. Gonna pick up the phone and try to get through. 7 hours and an ocean between me and you. Gonna make me an overseas call. A foreign language in a distant place, a different time zone with a slower pace. I remember your body, but I forgot your face. gonna make me an overseas call. A few days ago I called you up, called you up, called you up. I'm afraid that I woke you up too. The connection was clear, but we didn't connect. I hung up, feeling hung up and blue. This is expensive. I probably should write, but letters take so long. Postcards are just trite, and it's dark over here, but back there there's still light. I'm gonna make me an overseas call. I hope you're at home. I don't want your machine. I hope you're awake, not asleep in a dream. And I hope that you love me, whatever that means. Make me an overseas call. A few days ago I called you up, called you up, called you up, called you up. I'm afraid that I woke you up too. The connection was clear, but we didn't connect. I hung up, feeling hung up and blue. The fish in the ocean will gather around that telephone cable. They will fathom the sound of a lost human voice, finally found. Gonna make me an overseas call. Well, gee, I hope things get back to the way they used to be, in some regard, at least. What I'm trying to say is I hope I can get over there to do this for you in person. Maybe even get to play one more time at the Albert Hall itself. I want to thank them for pulling all this together, along with my buddy Paul Charles over there at Asgard. And it has been a very special relationship, me and you, here and there. I'm going to finish up with this one here. Used to live over there in St. John's Wood, High Street. And I would, my favorite restaurant in that neck of the woods was Lamonia over there in Regent's Park Road, and I used to ride my bike through Primrose Hill, which is illegal, used to be anyway, and but I did it anyway. And there was a period of time where I noticed this guy kind of living on the side of the. He appeared to be living on the side of the hill. He had a sleeping bag and a knapsack and a dog on a piece of clothesline, and he had a guitar. That's probably one of the reasons I noticed him. And there were lots of empty beer cans. Anyway, I was taken with this fellow. I would notice him every time I went over there to Lamonia, and then one day I looked around, he was gone. I'm not sure where he went. There's a bench there in Regent's Park, in Primrose Hill. It's dedicated to a guy called Andy Cat Collins. I think he was a homeless, or I know for sure that he was a popular homeless guy who played the guitar. So maybe this is about Andy Cat Collins. Thanks for tuning in. Living on the side of Primrose Hill, drinking cans of Tennants that just can't seem to get my fill. I got a beat up guitar and a dirty old sleeping bag. This mangy dog whose tail won't wag, and the sun keeps shining down on my hillside bed. That's not the only reason my face is so red. This nasty cut on my nose, it's not from no fight. I just fell down yesterday. Maybe it was last night, and I used to sing and play down in the underground. A few years back they started cracking down. I'm living on the side of Primrose Hill. Tourist attraction, yeah, but I give them a thrill. Yeah, I see you riding by on your flash bicycle. Hey, they can do you for that on Primrose Hill. A pretty young mother goes by, she's pushing her pram. Her little baby leans out just to see what I am from the top of the hill. There's a hell of a view. Houses of Parliament, London Zoo. Those politicians all chatter, they trumpet and roar. That must be what those hyenas all are laughing for. When you come up to London, sure is something to see. Somewhere to go, it's no place to be, and there's two things keeping me from going round the bend. My music, this dog for a friend. Life gets slippery when you're living on the side. I know I should quit drinking. Haven't even tried. My mutt's licking my fingers. I'm wetting my lips. I've got a can of extra strong and a bag of chicken and chips. If I had a little money, I'd get a few things, like a bottle of vodka, a pack of new guitar strings. I guess I could die here on the side of this hill. I'm no tourist attraction, yeah, but I'd give them a chill. I'm living on the side, Primrose Hill. Drinking cans of Tennants, I can't get my fill. I got a beat up guitar and a dirty old sleeping bag. And this mangy dog whose tail Okay, gang. Take care of yourselves, alright? Stay sane. Oh, I dropped my glass. Timing, timing, timing.
Thank you so much for tuning into Royal Albert Home. My name is Craig Hassel. I'm the Chief Executive of the Royal Albert Hall, which sadly has had to close its doors for the first time since the Blitz. So while we can't welcome you to the hall, we can share these concerts with you from artists' homes to yours. If you are able to donate even the fraction of a price of a ticket, you'll be helping us look after our staff and look after our beautiful building during this lockdown. Please simply text Albert to 70490 to donate £5 or donate any amount at all online at royalalberthall.com. Thank you.